Hey guys, what is up? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. All right, so let's talk about this preseason game number 2. Lakers lose to the Brooklyn Nets in Shanghai, China, 114-111. Start off and say this. I actually overslept and I missed this game. That's how much this game meant to me. It means absolutely nothing. And I overslept. I didn't even think the game was going to be played. I checked Twitter and people are complaining. Blah, blah, blah. We got a lot to work on. We got a lot to improve. This game is sloppy. This guy is this. This guy is that. What's up with Frank Vogel's rotations? What's up with this? Man, be quiet. This game is let me explain what. Come on. This game, if there's anybody to overreact on a particular player or game, it's me. If you see me not tripping, that means it's practice. Doesn't mean anything. So y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. Man, Frank Vogel, you should never blah, 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 blah. You should listen. Let me explain to you. There's context. Stop being so analytical with it. Let's get into the context of this. This is way different than game 1 preseason. Way different. Game 1, we were 4 months, almost 4 months into drooling over like how is our team going to look without Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, with Anthony Davis and Danny Green and all these new players. How are we going to gel? We were like drooling, just wanting, just salivating, just wanting to see these guys in uniform. Leading up to game 1, preseason game 1, and then we're going into Oakland facing a Warriors team that we are going to definitely see over and over and over and over and over again this year and years beyond, clashing in the Western Conference. So those are the guys that we're going to have to battle in order to get to the Western Conference Finals and to the finals itself, right? So we're up for that game. And then you got all that happening. You got all these new guys wanting to show what they can do, AD, what they can show in the Lakers uniform. Then you got the Warriors with D'Angelo Russell coming off an All-Star year, getting 30 mil. You still got Steph, and you still have Draymond. With all that going on, you don't want to go into Oakland and lay an egg. So you had playoff sort of angst, if you will, in terms of that game. I mean, I know I felt it leading up to it. All the Laker Nation felt it, and then you saw that Anthony Davis felt it and LeBron James felt it. If it was a real game, he would win for 48. The dude was laser focused. LeBron was laser focused. Everybody was locked in, laser focused. We put our best 5 on the floor at that particular moment. So that game, and then we ended up coming out with an A+. So that game was like, after that first quarter, I didn't even care whether we lost or won. And yes, we do want to win. I like just getting the W. But after that, it was almost like this preseason was a wash. We had shown what we're capable of. And hey, just condition, stay healthy. Let's get ready for game number 1. So that was my mentality. Leading up to this game, this game was a complete wash. I didn't even want us to play. That's how much this game meant to me. Not only on top of the political turmoil and stuff that's going on in China, I felt we should be on a plane ride coming back home to rest for about 2 to 3 days, get our jet lag off, and then get back into kind of like a couple of workout games before the season gets started. I don't even feel we should be there. That's how much I'm kind of like angry about this. But we end up playing. And then I watched it, like I said, I overslept. So I end up watching it. I see oh man, we should be this guy, somebody being critical of this guy. Oh man, we don't even look that good, blah, 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 blah. Man, then I watched the game and you got Dwight Howard starting. He would never start over JaVale McGee. You got KCP starting. He would never start over Danny Green. You got Rondo starting. He's likely not our best point guard when you think about when the guys get really going. And then on top of it, when you watch the game, you see that these guys are at about 11% capacity in terms of this is their mentality. Going through the motions, let's not get hurt. 11%. And when you got that going on and you got another team on the other side, basically it's a pickup game. So you're letting guys shoot. And if you hit 50% like the Nets did, you have a chance to stay in the game, which they did stay in the game. And then on top of all this, we were almost up late third quarter, 87-81 at some point. And you got G League players, and they go back at it, and they're going at it until the final minute. And then Noel will make a good defensive play on Caruso. And they end up fouling and then, winning the game by 3 points, at the line. Y'all worried about this game? Are you kidding me? Please. And so you're watching this game, and it's basically a practice game. It's like guys not getting, just going through the motions, not even locking in defensively in terms of communicating at a high level. It's just going through the motions. There's nobody on the Nets we need to be worried about. They're just taking threes and hitting threes, taking threes, hitting threes, right? Nobody's getting in anybody's shorts. Come on, y'all, it's practice. And it's a game. You're in Shanghai. You're in a country where they got to zip their lip, and they don't really want to be there, but they don't want to mess up the relations, the NBA relations. And on top of it, they don't want to mess up their money. LeBron's got hundreds of millions tied up, I'm sure, in China, because with his $1 billion lifetime Nike deal and all his other shenanigans, he's got hundreds of millions tied up in China. So yes, he's going to come out and perform. And then you got Rondo, who also has a nice deal with, I think, Avanta, whatever that company is in China, whatever. So he's going to come out and try to, play a little bit. I mean, so outside of that, having said all that, chill, it's practice game. But what I do like about what I did, so I'm looking at it like that from that standpoint. And then when I look at this, I'm like, all the noise on Twitter, get out of here. And so I look at this game, I'm like, I really like what I saw. Here's what I like what I saw, is that our two main rocks, our two big pillars, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, who's going to be 35 this December, is getting his conditioning up. He's really moving well. He's starting to pick it up a little bit. He's taking the ball to the hole a little bit. And on top of that, he's hitting his threes. Love that. Love LeBron still getting at it. It's like still going at it, still going through the motions. You don't really know what's going on, but you look at the box scores and he's just, he's putting them up. So he's not digressing. LeBron James trying to shoot whatever 1 for 7 and he's scoring 7 points. I'm like, oh. So I like what I see out of LeBron James. I like what I'm seeing out. A guy who's 35 years old, who's just basically playing at 15% capacity, but playing at such a high level. I love that. On top of that, I love what I saw out of Caruso. I love the fact that Caruso is hitting 3-pointers. 3 for 4 in this game. If he can shoot above 35% this year, that's going to be huge for him. It's going to be huge for us. Don't have Kuzma. Quinn Cook hasn't gotten on the floor yet. And we know what he can do, what he did last year, and what he's capable of in the playoffs. Deep run against a high, basically a high basketball player, high IQ basketball player, can play top competition, which he did, and he hasn't even touched the ball yet. So I love that. I love Anthony Davis, and I love LeBron James, but I saw LeBron James getting his conditioning up. I love the fact that all of our guys are getting, and we're resting. Obviously Kuzma's got to get back. Quinn Cook's got to get back. Trey Daniels was nursing something, but of our guys, I like our guys getting conditioned, because those core guys, the Bradleys, the Danny Greens, the JaVale McGee's, the LeBron James, the Anthony Davis, KCP, Rondo, these guys is kind of getting their wheels going. When you look at a team like Brooklyn Nets, if you don't have Kyrie out there just getting this stuff going, it's like, you don't, you want to build that conditioning. And our guys are getting that. So that's what I love about what I saw in this game. Don't care about their G League guys, won it at the line at the end of the game. Please. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on this game. Love what I saw. Love the fact that no one got hurt. Love the fact that we got our conditioning up. Love the fact that we're just another game in, and we're moving. We're going through the motions. And don't trip. Frank Vogel said he's going to be trying different things. Obviously, it's a wash when you put, when you're starting. You want to see what Dwight Howard could do with maybe LeBron James on the floor, and different types of guys. So he's going to be switching guys out, like he said 2 weeks ago. And that's what you got. Come regular season, he's going to put the best 5 out there and be highly focused, calling timeouts, holding guys accountable, etc. This was a practice game. It's a practice game. We're talking about practice. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. Let me know if you agree with my assessment of what's going on and how I explain and lay this stuff out. Hit me up in the comments below. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.